Hey everybody, welcome back to Joe Wednesdays. This is JHaubz, and here's your monthly update for the Hobart Daytonians. Honestly, it feels like it's been way longer than a month because of how much I've been working. A lot of pretty much mandatory overtime, which hasn't been that great to do. But let's start with some funner stuff first. Lydia's been doing good. Swimming lessons are going really well. She's really liking going to those every Tuesday now and all that stuff. I don't know why, but I think parents need to understand that there's a lock on the changing rooms, though, that indicate on the other side whether it's vacant or not. Because I don't know how many kids and or parents have accidentally walked into them changing their kid, and it's like there's a lock on the door. Just use it, it's fine. But outside of that, I don't know, but I don't know why they're having a hard time with that. But outside of that, no, we're really liking the place we're going to get her lessons, and she seems to be liking it. We're definitely looking forward to the weather warming up sometime soon, so that we can actually take her out with us and go swimming together as a family. That'll be a really fun time once we can do it. And hey, I had a wardrobe change. Actually, I'm filming this a day later. I realized there were a few topics that past Joe forgot to talk about. So present Joe is going to talk about the stuff past Joe forgot to talk about, and then poor future Joe is going to have to edit it all together and make it make sense. But you got that right, future Joe? Yeah, I thought so. You got it, dude. So the first bit of news that I left out from yesterday is that Ashley and I finally got our phones upgraded. So I am now on the Galaxy S22. So I don't know if you'll see a difference in the video or not, but that's what I'm on now. But obviously the biggest thing that was missing for me in the last couple of years is that I usually use the OtterBox protection things, and they come with hip clips, and the one I had on my previous phone broke. And I lost my nerd status because I didn't have my hip clip there. But I got a new one, new phone, new clip. So yeah, nerd card is renewed. Woo woo. That's for you, sis. Love you. Anyway, but yeah, we were kind of overdue. Since we were, I think our phones were due for upgrades in 2020. And I don't know, something happened back then that prevented us from going in. I don't remember what. Just kidding. So yeah, so we got new phones. And what was funny about it is when we went in, we kind of went in with a plan on how to keep Lydia occupied while we were doing the phone upgrades. And Lydia was the freaking life of the party there, because she was like singing, and she was playing with the new toy that Ashley got her. And while we were sitting there kind of transferring our data to the new phone, she was kind of walking around a little bit and singing, and oh my god, everybody was just busting a gut at her. It was so funny. So that was a lot of fun, and she did really good, and we got our phones done. So all in all, that was a good day. Okay, next on the list is if you can't tell from my voice yesterday and today, I've got a little bit of a cold or head cold or something going on. Unfortunately, it's led to a sinus infection and an ear infection. And I just went to the doctor today, and when she was looking in there, she was like, oh yeah, it's like, she looked at my left ear to see okay, what your normal ear looks like, and then she looked in the other one, and she was like, oh yeah, that's super infected, yeah. And I was like, it's like, yay, mine is super tough infected. Anyway, pardon me. So yeah, it's been a little weird. But I finally have medicine. We'll be taking care of that, and I'll be double dosing on ibuprofen to take care of the pain, because my head has been in such headachy crap for the last couple of days. So I'm hoping once this all gets taken care of, I'll have some relief, because it's certainly made work and sleep really unbearable. so hopefully it clears up soon. Anyway, so outside of that, things are pretty much kind of normal at home. But I mean, honestly, I really don't have anything else to really update anybody on, except for if I'm not doing family time, I'm doing work, and if I'm not working, it's family time, and it's barely sleeping in between. Cause yeah, I don't, I don't know what it's been about this year, but like business is just flowing in like mad for our company. And, we have, I have a coworker on maternity leave still. We have a co-op who, if you don't, co-ops, if you don't know, are essentially college students that are working like part-time for us. Um, but anyway, so we have a person who's on maternity leave. We have a co-op who's still training and learning stuff, and then it's like three other workers in our that make up our whole team, including our team lead. And we are we have a really high average utilization rate on our team, but that average is including the zero that we're getting from the person on maternity leave and the 50 or under percent from the co-op who's still doing training stuff, which means that the other three of us are like carrying a massive ton of work right now. And like my boss should have a much lower one because he should be doing like proposals and maybe some business management stuff on that side, which isn't billable. So it's not doesn't like count for utilization, but like that's like the definition of the job. That's where he's supposed to be. And it's like, and even he is like averaging like over like 60 or 70% or something like that because of all the like construction admin stuff he's juggling and all that jazz. So it's like we are absolutely swamped right now. And it's like like I don't know. I don't want to complain too much about it because I mean like I know I'm not in the same boat as some of my other coworkers who are working just as much, but given my, family circumstances with the health stuff that Lydia has to deal with and the health stuff Ashley has to deal with, like my family time isn't really as negotiable or flexible as a lot of the other guys that I work with have. So it's kind of like the only times I have to give are my evenings. And like I if you're following my YouTube channel at all, like I haven't posted any new gaming videos the whole entire year because I haven't had any time to do any work on it. Like I have a bunch of stuff recorded for Ashley's waffle request game, and I haven't been able to edit any of it because I haven't had time. And there are other games that that I've been interested in recording that I haven't had time to do. And really the only gaming that I've been doing has been with my brothers, and like that's kind of more like just mental wellness for me to just kind of veg out and play a game and not have to work. But that's been it for a good couple of months now, and I don't know, I'm kind of getting worn out. um, and yeah, like the other thing was like, so I haven't done the video editing. I haven't been going to the gym to work out, which has been terrible. Because I just like, I don't feel very good because I had like all the injuries that I have on my body are like getting super emphasized now because I don't have the physical conditioning I was upkeeping with going to the gym. So everything hurts right now. And like I was trying to find different ways on like kind of working that back into my routine. One of the ways was going to the eSporta with a coworker buddy of mine, going to the one near work, and we drove over there on like March 2nd or something like that, and and they had a closed sign on their door. It's like, no, like like this is my like one last hope of like fitting in an actual workout, was like going like using like half of my lunch time to go do workouts, and now I can't even do that. It's like, gosh dang it, like because like I can't get up, like I'd have to get up obscenely early in order to go to the gym, work out, come back home, and then get Lydia to daycare and then get to work. Like I would have to wake up obscenely early. And Lydia's nighttime routine has been very less than optimal right now, so she's taking later to get to sleep. So and like so I have to kind of like stay on like kind of just like stand by in case Ashley needs a tag out, or whether I'm having my own night with her. So like I've kind of lost my evenings because now like if I waited until after we were done with Lydia, by the time like I drove to the gym, I'd have like maybe 20 minutes. And it's like yeah, it's not nothing, but I mean it's not what I need. Like I need the good like I was taking a good hour like workout, and now I can't fit that in anymore. Um so anyway, so that's a lot of complaining on this one because it's been a long first quarter of the year. But I think like I really do need to start reclaiming my time a little bit and like wherever I can, because like it's not sustainable to like just live like that constantly. Like it's like being overworked and and like and everything that I was using to keep myself kind of in balance with like work and life obligations, I've just compromised on to like be able to work the workload that I have right now, and that's not sustainable long term. So, and I mean, and who knows how long the work's gonna sustain? Because like like strike while the iron's hot mentality, but it's like you can't sustain that for months. Like, but I don't know. That's why I have no ambitions of being a project manager and no ambitions of doing any like money financial workings in the business place. It's because I get that like how you should treat an employee versus how to make money in a business are like opposites a lot, and I don't know how to navigate that stuff. So I'm gonna keep my hands off and try to keep my criticisms of it to a minimum because I don't really know what I'm talking about. And then the last bit was more a little bit more complaining about work, not too much though. It's this isn't even this doesn't it sorry, this isn't meant as a criticism necessarily, because I try not to criticize how people do their job if I couldn't do their job, because I don't want anything to do with project management. So I'm not going to say like you guys don't do this right when I obviously couldn't do any better in their shoes. But there's something that I just find so frustrating and confusing about emails. That is to say, like, once you send an email to somebody, you assume that they have the information and they know what's in there and they read it and all this kind of stuff. And I have no idea how any project managers that are getting like 200 emails a day keep anything straight, because I'm getting like maybe 30 in a day, and I am completely lost as to like what applies to what project, and like I can't keep it straight. So when I get my PM comes like, oh, did you do that thing that I emailed you? I'm like, I haven't, I don't know, like how do you, I have not, no. And part of it's just how my brain thinks. Like I've talked about before, how I like, in school and like doing tests, like I just look at the information, I take it in, I compute what I need to, and then I drop it out of my brain and move on. And it's like, I approach, like projects in the same way. Like I bring up relevant emails that apply to the project, or I bring up relevant calculations, spreadsheets, what have you. And I'm looking at all the things, and I'm like going through the plan sets and all this kind of stuff. So I'm like my mind is in like this project, solve it mode. And then like when I get 2 or 3 emails about another project, I'm like, I don't like, I even when I'm like trying to flag it and keep it more organized just so I can like keep track of it. I haven't figured out a way to be more organized about it. And it's so frustrating because it's like if someone was throwing you a baseball, but they weren't bothering to see whether you were looking at them before they threw it, and they're just going to assume you're catching it. And it's like, yeah, maybe that works a couple of times, but I mean, like, if you have like 60 balls thrown in your direction and you're not knowing to look in that direction, like, no, a bunch of them are going to, land short or miss their target, and some are going to hit you right in the face. And it's like, I don't know how to be better at it. Like, I want to be better and I want to be more organized. I haven't figured out how to do that. So, hopefully that's a skill I can develop a little better so that I can keep pace with stuff coming at me. or I just hope that the amount of things coming at me lessens so that I can actually keep up. But who knows? We'll find out. But anyway, I'm going to cut myself off here. Hope you guys are doing really well. Love to hear from you in my comments or something, or just send me a text or something if you want to touch base and see how you're doing, that kind of stuff. Love to hear from you. We'll see you next month. Till then, take care. Alrighty, that's it for this month's Joe Wednesday. Click up here to see the previous month, and click down here, YouTube thinks you might like this one. See you next time. This is JHaubz signing out.